Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Friday, March 19th, I hope, or March 20th if you're in Australia, New Zealand. I was not on yesterday morning. I apologize for that. My day sort of got some days just get started and just go on their own merry way and sort of leave you behind a little bit, or leave your plans behind, not you, because you're in the day. So let's talk a little bit about yesterday. The moon shifted from Taurus to Gemini. Once the moon moves into Gemini, we get a little bit more chatty, just like the birds as they're like talking to us here. Let's see if I can turn around and take a look, see if they'll come to any of the feeders while we're standing here. And the one big thing that happened yesterday was a sextile between Venus and Pluto. This is a 60-degree Gemini side sextile. So it is about opening the lines of communication. When we're dealing with Venus and Pluto, we're dealing with our desires and how we attract those desires into our lives, how we get our needs met, how we get the needs of our soul met. Because it's a Gemini side sextile, the lines of communication open. We find ourselves maybe talking about our needs more than we would otherwise. There's always a sort of romantic, sometimes obsessive slant to these two planets when they come together. It's a very sort of passionate combination. So you could have had that experience as well. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, compassion in that, oh my God, I love you. Oh, you love me. Oh, I can't live without you. It could be just passionate about things that you love, What kind of work do you love to do? What kind of things do you love to eat? What kind of, it has to do with sort of with that. Oh, we got a couple of little birdies here. Maybe they'll show themselves. This is going to be a quick video because it is freezing out here. It's like 30 and the wind is just howling. So it feels like it's, I don't know, probably 10. So let's hurry up here, Vic. It's supposed to warm up tomorrow. I think it's going to be in the 50s tomorrow, but today it is icy cold. So today the moon is in Gemini, of course, all day. The moon makes a supportive connection to Chiron in Aries. It's a sextile. Again, we spoke of this not too long ago, talking about the wounds. This is a conversation that needs to be had. And of course, here in the States, we had that terrible incident down in Georgia. I was going to say Texas, but it was Georgia, where that young man killed all those Asian women, blaming it on his sex addiction. Yeah, right. Blaming the victims, I guess. That is their problem. But actually, they're trying to prove that it was a hate crime. And when I heard it, I'm like, yeah, it's a hate crime, hate against women. And that's a crime that's been going on for centuries and decades, centuries, and a millennium, it seems. So that is a theme as the feminine rises, which we know it's doing, and we're going to be talking about that tonight. Marianne and I are going to be talking about that tonight. The feminine. And what we're seeing in the world being expressed and what's coming up, etc., etc. So there's that. So we're going to be talking about that tonight, but that's something you may be in your consciousness that you want to talk about. The moon also makes a conjunction to Mars. Of course, Mars is in Gemini now, and so there's a lot of passion when it comes to communicating what we're feeling, and there's also a lovely trine to Saturn which brings structure and support and connection and a more universal look at the issues. Saturn is now in Aquarius, and Saturn is the structure of things, but Aquarius brings a sort of a worldly view to that, much less like specific to an area, but just or a place. Aquarius brings in humanity and humanity's issues and how we deal with those. All right, guys, I am freezing. I'm going to go inside. Much love. Hopefully you weren't too worried about me. Angie is fine. I did have a tough night with her the previous night too, when I missed, which was one of the other reasons why I just couldn't fit it in on the lack of sleep for that day. But all the same, we're here, we're good, and we'll see you again tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.